We're down to video number 8 and we're at the end of demo number 1. This is going to be the 3D column chart. I guess I could have written the letter D with a capital D or not. And three-dimensional is what we're trying to accomplish here. This one says to create a three-dimensional or 3-D chart showing the individual sales for each category of food and each city, and that's interior sales and no totals. So whereas before we might have selected just the, say, the cities, and that would be select, control, select, click, control click, to select two separate sets of rows. This time what we're going to do is select all of the interior cells. That's a different one. That's to make a three-dimensional chart. And then we'll go up to Insert. And again we're going to do a column chart. And this time if you look at the column charts, there are, we'll do 3D. We'll still do the first column, not the second column. But you notice that this one right here, that one, has one in front of the other. That's the one we're going to be using this time. So I'm going to insert a column chart. And, it always wants smack in the middle of everywhere. I have to put a title on it. Let's see, what title do I want? Oops. Let's say sales for food categories by city. And I did actually knock it slightly off center, so I'll try that again. And what we have here is the categories of food on one axis and the cities on the other axis, and you can see that some are higher and some are lower, which indicates the higher sales versus the lower sales. You have to use these carefully, but they can give you a broad amount of information all in one chart. Not much specifics, but it really helps you get an eyeball view, a sky-high view, if you will, of what's going on. I won't bother to drag this down. You know how to do that by now, and you know that we could go up and change the styles up at the top and change the colors if we wanted. You know all that. And we could also use one of those quick layouts to add, look at that block one. That's interesting. There are lots of things we could do with it, but the idea was to make a 3D chart showing two sets of data.